Hello, all you cool cats out there. This is Cool Cat Gang, and welcome back to the Any Pro League. We have an amazing matchup today. We have Jambo versus Bugfish. I am super excited. I'm here today with the wonderful Bob Loves Cheese. How are you doing today, Bob?
I'm doing great. I'm pretty excited for this match. I haven't been able to catch too many of these. Really, most of the matches I watch are commentating because I'm too busy. But it's fun to watch.
Yeah, I think I'm with you on that one. But yeah, I mean, obviously, Jambo being the second seed in the tournament and Bugfish being tied last, this is going to be quite the interesting one. It's really just going to be a matter of consistency for Bugfish here and Jambo just not losing too much time. But we do have both runners in the booth for a quick pre-game interview. We'll start with Bugfish. How are you feeling about this match, Bugfish?
Less confident than the last one.
Yeah.
I'm kind of tired. I haven't practiced much either. It's a reoccurring issue in this tourney for me, but my summer break started today, so surely I will be more prepared for the next one. Although I say that every time.
Let's hope so. Let's see if we can kick it off with a bang. And Jambo, how about you? How prepared are you for this one?
Well, I mean, obviously, I did my race against Buster the other day, and I was very surprised because I was in the lead until what was it? It was about snow. I think it was day metro going out of metro. I was slightly behind, but I was keeping up, and considering how little I've played, it was quite nice. But I'm still waiting on a couple of things for my setup in my room, so I haven't been practicing as much as I'd ideally have wanted to.
Yeah, you're still on the living room TV, aren't you?
I'm still on the living room TV, yeah. Hopefully not for much longer.
So let's see how this goes.
Yeah, so, I mean, I'll just play hopefully play how I was playing the other day, last race. And hopefully I can get a similar time, if not better. So we'll see.
Well, let's hope so. Yeah, because Jambo did get around a 102 last time. So definitely beatable for Bugfish if he plays well and if Jambo plays the same. But best of luck to both runners. If you're ready, feel free to ready up in the race room and we will get this match underway.
Jambo, Saren pinged you twice.
Sorry. Audio delay.
Oh dear. Well, looks like I have some very slight technical issues.
Which is unheard of for Cool Cat Gang. Never any technical issues.
This is usually a very smooth streaming experience.
Yeah, Saren has an appropriate amount of sleep to be running this whole thing, so I'm sure he'll figure things out.
Yeah. It's very weird because apparently it's an audio delay that's happening for Jambo. But I mean, it's not a different capture card to what he usually uses, so I wonder why. I mean, sometimes things just happen like that, and it's very strange and very hard to predict.
Yeah, I've had some issues with that as well in my capture card, and I think it's some setting you can fix, and OBS will stop it or something, or make it happen less. I don't really. It's a bit annoying when it does happen.
Yeah, I know. There's just some things like that are just so hard to diagnose, like the underlying issues.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's really bad. That audio delay. Oh my gosh, that's like 20 seconds. I see. Yeah.
Seems like this might be a Bugfish audio match.
I think we'll just start using Bugfish's audio.
Interesting. Yeah, I thought, I didn't register it, but I did notice that Jambo had really, really bad audio delay, and I thought I just had another tab open in the background of a different stream.
Yeah, the way that this works for commentators is we watch a Discord stream so that there's no like latency to watch the two races. We don't watch it on YouTube, obviously, because I know it'd be quite a bit of a delay. But I always have it open on YouTube, and I thought I had the sound on YouTube, which does have like a 5 or 10 second delay. No. Just capture cards being capture cards. But it looks like we're finally getting this race
Yep.
underway after a couple minutes stint. Absolutely no problem.
And we just sit on the title screen for another 20, 30 seconds because of DSTA.
Yeah. Wow,
There we
perfect
go.
sync.
Nice
Very
and
perfect sync.
nice and in sync.
Hell yeah. Well, this is a real test of who's the faster masher. Let's have a look right now. Who gets to skip this cutscene a bit quicker? Of course, it's Jambo by a couple of frames. However,
It doesn't even matter because of the load.
did you notice?
Anyway.
Yeah, I've never actually seen that in action before because I've always heard this rumor of it doesn't matter how quick you skip the first cutscene because the loads for Cap will adjust for it anyway. And as we saw just there, James, or Jambo, I should say, did skip the first cutscene quite a bit faster than Bugfish, but they actually entered into the kingdom at the same time.
Yeah, I figured that out because BTT segment used to have like a not optimal cutscene skip, but it didn't matter because of the load. And there was this guy who had like a 120 PB who had a just slightly better cutscene skip. He's like, "Is this BTT?" And I had to explain to him. No, sorry,
Yeah,
it's not
sorry,
BTT.
man, sorry. Yeah. There we go. Very nice beginning from both runners. I mean, almost perfect sync. Bugfish going for the roll off the railing, which saves a few frames, a handful of frames, I've heard. Unfortunately, he did miss the water roll, which is a very easy mistake to make. It happens almost all the time for me.
Yeah, it's quite an inconsistent trick there.
Yeah, I've never really understood it properly.
Every time you think you figure it out, it doesn't work the next time you try it.
Here we go. Bugfish.
Oh.
What happened there, Bug?
I think he. Oh.
Oh,
seems like it doesn't
yeah.
matter.
Bugfish
Interesting.
taking the lead into the top arena. Yeah, so Bugfish, it looks like he missed his input for his triple jump, which meant he just had to take the long way up, whereas Jambo did get it. But then he bonked at the top anyway, putting Bugfish
Yeah, I wasn't
in
even
the lead
looking.
out of Cap.
I looked at the other screen. He was on the ground.
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy. Like, Bugfish, I'm sure, is going to be very happy with that. You know, being against a 57 runner and being ahead out of Cap, which is probably the most optimized and consistent kingdom for Jambo, is pretty crazy. There we go. Very nice. Both runners entering into the second kingdom of the run. And before this race started, I was messaging Jambo, and he said that I should play a game where I take a shot every single time that I mention two-player. And I said, that's a horrible idea. It's probably against terms of service. But I will take that as a challenge upon myself. Just try and keep this race as one player only as possible. So you better hold me accountable, Bob.
I will.
This is going to be like any other match.
I will just stop listening to you. Exactly.
Never heard of them in my life. Never talked to either of them.
Exactly.
Are both just random people who are meaningless to me.
Only Mario means anything to you.
Only Mario has any sort of meaning or solidarity in my life. So Jambo isn't going for DSS, interestingly enough.
Oh, crazy.
That's crazy.
Not going for DSS in a race setting? Never seen that before.
Never seen that before, true, but...
Oh, no, they are back pretty... I think Jambo's got a very, very slight lead.
Yeah.
It's because Bugfish had a bit of an unoptimal chain chomp to break that first moon.
Oh, that's
and
sick,
now they're
though.
tied to the frame.
Oh, the chain chomp capture. This is incredible. Yeah. I mean, that just goes to show, like, kind of the skill that Jambo has over Bugfish in terms of just that tiny little bit of movement there from the first moon to capturing the dinosaur. I don't know why I said it like that. Like, he's able to save, like, probably over a second on Bugfish just in that tiny little bit of movement.
Yeah.
And there he is. He's ahead again out of the boss fight, despite doing the exact same strats for it.
And that movement from first moon up to the dinosaur is one that I don't know if Bugfish goes for DSS. I assume he might in like actual runs. I know obviously Jambo does DSS, so that movement there is a lot less practiced in these races than most of the other strats. Because this is something that's really going to differ from what they're used to.
Yeah, exactly.
DSS obviously skips the dino skip, so you don't need to go over there.
And there's a very good chance that you know, if either of these runners have been doing DSS and like nothing else for quite a few months now, or even since the last tournament, then they're probably just not that familiar with the dino movement anymore, like you said.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Slight different in routing here. Jambo going for chest flip and absolutely nailing it, which means he can just globe straight away now as Bugfish has to roll quite a bit down. About a 1.5 second time save, something like that, but obviously puts Jambo quite comfortably in the lead heading into sand.
And this is really where we're going to see the lead differ here, I'd imagine, because first two kingdoms are relatively consistent. They're not anything too difficult other than maybe chest clip and left side, but sand is when it really starts to fall apart, or you know, stick together maybe. We'll have to see how it goes here.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's so hard to say because I think Jambo and Bugfish are going to have slightly different routes. Jambo's obviously going to be going for reverse town, which is a slightly faster route at the start, and we'll see what that difference in strats looks like kind of halfway through sand in towards the end with something more difficult movement. But yeah, I mean, if Jambo plays this well, then he will be pulling very far ahead of Bugfish because sand has so much time save at a top level.
Yeah,
but if Jambo plays
crazy.
this badly, then Bugfish does have a very decent chance of catching up and overtaking him because, you know, again, at Bugfish's level, it's a little bit of an easier kingdom. It's still very difficult, don't get me wrong, but it isn't quite as insanely risky, some of the stuff that Jambo will be pulling off.
I mean, he still goes for platform. Ooh, that's...
This could be very bad news for Jambo's DSTA offset.
Yeah, that's a really unfortunate mistake to make. Yeah, it didn't start your own. Well, right off the bat, you can see how punishing this kingdom can be.
Yeah, exactly as we said. Like that seed would have grown because of the way that he set the time before the run, but because of that 2-second mistake, it means that he didn't plant the seed in the right window and it didn't grow instantly. And Bugfish is also going for reverse town here, which surprises me because it's a very difficult strat. And he's absolutely nailing everything. I mean, he's pulling well ahead of Jambo right now.
Yeah, it takes so long to have to go back in the menu and manually set the time for DSTA. I guess at that point, not daylight savings time, but you get the point.
I know what you mean, yeah. But there you go. I mean, very nice. Oh, very nice bird from Bugfish, but Jambo missing the moon. We can really see that rush shining through. I mean, you know, Jambo hasn't done one play at any percent for almost a year, maybe more than a year. I'm not quite sure when.
Yeah, I know his PB is quite a bit old. At least
yeah, his PB is.
Odyssey
I think it's a year old or more at this point, which is obviously going to put him.
It's 11 months old, 10 days shy of being a year old.
10 days until Jambo's first PB anniversary, yeah. And we can just see that rush shining through. You know, these strats that you probably wouldn't bat an eyelid at usually are just going wrong for him. Planting the seed, hitting the bird. Yeah. There we go. Very nice from Bugfish. I love that movement that he does to capture the bullet bill. It's slightly easier than that crate, but it is still very, very fast. Heading up now to reverse Jaxie. Very easy place for the run to die right there. Bugfish makes it up without a problem, and let's hope he doesn't fall in poison here. Jambo approaching. Oh, taking the really tight line, cutting out a cat throw, saving about 1/3 of a second there. But absolutely nails it, no problem.
And goes for the roll cancel.
Yeah. I mean, the roll cancel isn't actually too difficult. That's one I picked up in runs recently.
Yeah, it almost looks like a swag strat, except it does save a bit of time.
It does save time, yeah. And let's see how Bugfish handles this platform cycle. Looks absolutely perfect. I mean, look at that. He is going to be getting a really nice and fast platform clip here. Jambo.
Oh, wow. Commentator's curse at its best right there. Both runners having a meltdown here.
Yeah, Bugfish being hit by the bullet bill. Jambo missing the fence jump.
Oh, man. He was so far away.
Trying to catch up. And there you go.
Oh my gosh, this sand is insane.
This is insane. I mean, wow. If that doesn't show the fragility of this kingdom, then I don't know what does.
That's really sucks for Bugfish because the bullet bill looked to be so far away. I don't know how that captured.
I have no idea. That was wild.
And then,
because
that's just a mess.
Bugfish had such a comfortable lead. It's like a good 15,
and
20
Jambo
second
fell
lead there.
getting to the crate moon
And
too.
Jambo not only missed the jump on the fence, he missed the backup for it too. He bonked. But despite all that, just because of those 2 missed platform cycles, Bugfish is now behind into Lake. He's going to be annoyed about that one.
Yeah, the platform cycle wastes quite a bit of time just missing it once, but having to miss it twice is what's allowing Jambo to take this much of a lead on him here.
That is salt in the wound.
Because Jambo got hit, and it was like, considering he had all those mistakes before, it was a pretty nice cycle he got. He didn't have to wait very long.
Yeah, it was a very good cycle for Jambo. Yeah. Poor Bugfish. I mean, he was going to be very happy with that lead.
I think. Something like that.
I don't actually have the stat sheet up. Let me do that.
Jambo's whatever splits are not on the stat sheet.
He told me he got them working. He did not get them working. Jambo.
If you look at his alt stream, though.
Yeah, true. I have that open right now.
He had a 1032 compared to Bugfish's 1039. I was right, 7 seconds.
Yeah.
I'm so smart.
Very good job. Yeah, I think his streams are synced up pretty well, so it's pretty accurate.
You see a light clip goes here. Ooh, Jambo trying the triple jump, but missing it, unfortunately. Bugfish, I don't think goes for the triple, but according to the stat sheet, he has had a good bit of trouble getting late clip. So we'll see how well it goes here.
It's going to be absolutely brutal. And there we go. It was like a third cap throw for him, which isn't too bad. It's only a couple of seconds slower than getting it first try, but obviously in an environment against Jambo where he is going to get it first try every time, those couple seconds do make a difference. Yeah, it's a shame Jambo missed triple jump late clip, that's what it's called. And I think the reason is, like we mentioned at the start of the stream, he is currently playing on his parents' living room TV because his setup isn't quite complete yet. Which he did mention has a little bit of input delay, which is going to be messing him up. Not with absolutely everything, but especially with those really precise timing tricks like triple jump late clip. Because it's like a 2 or 3 frame window that you have to throw Cappy there, and it's all based on reactions and what's happening on the screen. So there are certain things where he can just press the inputs and doesn't really have to react to much and it'll work. But if he has to kind of have a look at what's going on and then press a button accordingly, that's going to be a bit more tricky for him.
Yeah, the living room TV setup's kind of crazy.
Yeah, he's sitting on the floor, I think, or on like an armchair in the middle of the room.
I think he said he changed to a stool to not smack his arm on the armrest again.
Yeah. Yeah, poor guy. But yeah, I mean, he got a very nice first-person clip there at the end, and he definitely saved a good amount of time over Bugfish, who did get a very respectable lake, bear in mind, but just faced off against, like, Jambo's insane lake. It just wasn't quite enough. Nutclip isn't going to be easy? I'm not sure about that one, Comfy. I mean, Nutclip, like I said, is one of those things where you don't really have to react. You can just, if you know how it goes, you can just kind of do the inputs with the right timing, and it should work.
Yeah, because it differs from triple jump late clip, because that one is more position based or more position inconsistent. Like it's not going to be the same.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Nut clip you could do with your eyes closed. Like it's just about rhythm. In fact, that's why they made the nut clip beat that many runners have used to learn how to do the actual clip itself.
One of the commentators is biased. What do you mean, Piggy? Are you friends with either of these runners, Bob?
Not particularly. I mean, I've not any more than any other runner, I'd say.
Yeah, I don't know what Piggy's on about that. Zach? Well, why are we saying it's me?
Maybe because he's British or something. I mean, all British people know each other, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I did have dinner with the Queen last week.
The Queen?
Yeah.
She's alive.
It's just such a small country.
British today. Yeah.
Very nice movement there up to the tree for both runners.
Now we get to see nut clip.
Yeah, let's see how he handles it with the input delay. As I said, no problem.
Perfectly fine.
He is just a gamer
Very,
dog.
very
not
fast.
not that I would have any bias. Yes, Aaron. Oh, very sketchy out of bounds there for Bug. What is that? Bugfish taking it really, really safe. I mean, in a race environment, I guess that is exactly what you'd be aiming for.
If I remember correctly, at least the last one that I think we both commentated with Bugfish, he did miss nut clip. So he's trying to prevent another.
I think that's very
accident.
fortunate. Oh, we finally have chat. Let's go.
Oh, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even realize we didn't have it over there. I've just been looking at the actual stream for chat.
Yeah, me too. But it's helpful for people who are watching in full screen. So yeah, so Jambo did make a very small mistake on the ramp. He fell down once, but I mean, you can still see he's got that lead over Bug. Not going for Mace, but absolute baby, absolute coward.
Yeah.
Honestly, just really disappointing stuff.
I think that's
don't
a
even know
DQ
why he's allowed
actually.
in this. Maybe. I don't know why he's allowed in this league. I mean, honestly. Bugfish,
I mean,
making sure you
I've seen a 104 runner get made
exactly,
before, so,
exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
surely Jambo, 7 minutes faster than that, can do it too.
You'd think. Very nice FRS from Jambo, and very nice movement afterwards. Did he go for the double roll boost? Filthy.
Roll boost, FRS, double roll boost, roll cancel, triple jump. This is like 0.5. Was it that, or was it?
I'm very impressed you remembered that. Unfortunately, that does not apply to True Root.
I've seen it in Tyrone's chat too many times to not know it.
Yeah. Ooh, falling down that. He did manage to stay inside the double alcove, because if he fell all the way down the tower, that would be very, very bad news. There you go. I mean, he's barely got a lead on Bugfish right now, which is insane considering the PV gap between these runners.
Yeah, and Wooded is another kingdom, just like Sand, where you really will see a lot of the upper level movement saving a ton of time just
Yeah,
from
absolutely.
optimizations.
There you go. Jambo has a 8-second lead right now on Bug, which is really, really good for Bug. I mean, that's very easily recoverable. One mistake from Jambo, and Bug will be ahead again. But unfortunately, he's losing a little bit of time to that.
He just barely didn't collect that moon there.
Yeah, it was very close. But Jambo also messed up on movement to that moon, so it should even out.
Let's see, what's pipe cycle is Jambo going for here? There's like
Oh,
4
I know
of them
what
now.
Cycle's going for. Oh, he's not doing the insane one. Okay.
Oh, I don't like that pipes clip is used in runs now, because that like super fast cycle is so cool to
That
see.
is very, very cool. I like it a
Although-
lot. Oh, Bug!
No,
Bug! Oh,
Bug is-
that was scary. That was very scary, but he
he
pulled it
hit
off.
the fuzzies with his cap too. That causes a lot of input drops.
Yeah, that can be
Managed
very
to
bad
fight
news.
through it.
Very nice, though. Very good Wooded. In general, no major mistakes. A few small slip-ups here and there, but nothing going to be dramatically changing this race. And now we're heading into kind of the mid game.
Yeah, once you get out of Wooded, you got mid game. In my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah, I think I agree. Mid game can be very punishing. I think it's one of those sections of the run where it's not the hardest one technically, but one mistake can cost you so much time in any of these kingdoms.
Yeah, it's
So
very
it could be
punishing.
it could be a real point where you see a lead switch here, and it's been killing all of my runs lately.
Like Lost specifically is so fast,
Yeah.
but one wrong dive, you miss a jump or something, you fall in the poison, and that's a
Yeah,
huge time
exactly.
loss.
You don't just fall down to a platform below that you can jump up from like every other kingdom.
Yeah. So Jambo went for the hint art, but did not get it. So
Yeah,
he'll
he
be
is
having to get
very
the
low on
one
points
in
right now.
Metro.
Meanwhile, Bugfish absolutely stacked. Bugfish has got $136 right now.
He didn't even
Very,
need the
very
hint
nice.
art.
No, exactly, and he won't need it in Day Metro either because Unless he's going for Spirit Luncheon, which I don't see happening. But if he's going for Spirit
I'd
Luncheon, then
imagine
he has
that.
more than enough for the rest of the run.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see how Jambo handles this loss. I mean, like you said, one of the fastest but most punching kingdoms in the run. And when you do it well, it can be so smooth and buttery and lovely.
This is
But
very
doing it
nice
well
when done
is
well.
not easy. Absolutely fine Divebot meme tree. I think he's gonna...
Oh, we got the RCB. Oh, very,
Oh.
very nice start.
Oh,
Oh, and he
Jambo.
throws out Cappy too.
Oh, Jambo. Very good movement there. Bugfish also with a very clean meme tree. Just going for the double jump here, which is still very, very fast. Let's hope he handles his butterfly well.
Jambo. A little scary there, but he survived. It seemed like he
Little bit
jumped
scary.
too late. And
I think it was something like that, yeah. Yeah, Bugfish's butterfly. It was very weird there. I'm not sure if that was some kind of dropped input somewhere, but that is not any of the kind of typical butterfly strats you'd see. So I
yeah,
think
he
it
was very
back up.
close to it. I'm surprised it worked.
Well,
to be honest.
he kind of like stopped and spin pounded and did some strange things there, which I haven't really seen before.
Yeah.
Bug. Okay, we're
Oh
fine.
my
We're fine.
gosh.
We're fine. Nothing to worry about. Very nice reverse beetle there. You see, oh gosh, that's fine. We see that Weevil smashing the block. Let's save a couple seconds.
Very nice loss from Jambo.
And a very nice loss from
It,
Bugfish too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, very, very good. Good for both runners here. Should be keeping the lead pretty similar. Obviously, Jambo will be saving a couple of seconds over Bug with a slightly faster movement and stuff. But yeah, I mean, this is what we're seeing. Like since Sand, no big mistakes been made by either side. But Jambo just been pulling ahead a few seconds at a time in each kingdom, little by little ahead of Bugfish, just because of that. You know, just because of those small optimizations which he's got.
Yeah, as I don't know who said it. I think was it Tomchi who said it. Movement saves minutes. It's not about the tricks, it's about the movement.
His movement
what's
saves
really
minutes, tricks save seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good philosophy to speedrun by.
So it looks like there's about an 18-second difference according to live split of both runners. So still anybody's race here. We're not even at the halfway point.
Exactly, there is still so much more to come. And Night Metro, another one of these very punishing kingdoms. I mean, so many mistakes here can lose you a good 15 or 20 seconds. But a perfect City Hall entry there for Jambo. And absolutely nailing being back too. Very good stuff. The Bugfish handles this very scary trick.
Oh,
Bug!
the input drop.
Yeah, what happened there
that
was
sucks.
Cappy hit one of the Goombas at the exact same time that he tried to press the dive button, which dropped his dive input, and he did unfortunately fall down. He almost
Oh my
Bugfish!
gosh.
He almost fell down twice on that backup. This is a very scary City Hall. Unfortunately,
Gosh,
Piggy.
Bugfish. It was just backflipped and ground pounded off the edge.
All right, out of the frying pan into the fire for Bugfish right now. I mean, City Hall is very, very scary, but Mech could go a lot worse if he doesn't kind of bring his attention back and focus up. Unfortunately, Piggy, we don't do the test right in two-player either. If that's what you mean. Oh, I see, Comfy. Maybe it was. I wasn't paying too much attention.
Jambo having to hunt down that last piece there of the Wiggler.
Yeah,
He doesn't know his Wiggler patterns like he should.
No. No, apparently not. Not a fantastic night, but obviously still a decent bit faster than Bugfish. It's just because he didn't die in City Hall. I mean, yeah, he's gonna have quite the considerable lead here going to Day Metro.
Oh, I was about to say Bugfish almost had a really nice Wiggler, and someone missed 2 segments there. The hitboxes on the boss fight are so stupid.
Yeah, very, very stupid. I see, Bug. There we go. This is Day Metro, one of the more technically advanced kingdoms, I think, at a high level. There are many, many mistakes that can be made here. None of them individually will kill a run, but, you know, being able to keep that number, you know, the count of mistakes under a certain number is quite hard. It's very easy just to, you know, make loads and loads of 1, 2, 3 second mistakes that just add up and add up.
Yeah, that'll really hurt your mentality too, because once you've made like 2 or 3 mistakes at the start, it kind of starts to snowball towards the middle, and then at that point you're like, why am I even going? Reset.
Bug diving slightly too early there. Just very slightly, or not pulling back on the stick enough, I think. Very small mistake. Cappy.
Nice job, Cappy. That's what he wanted to hold in
going,
on.
bro. That is absolutely no fault of Bugfish's.
Yeah, for captures being a core mechanic in the game, Cappy really hates them.
Yeah.
Like, I can see
right
coins, I guess, but why a random piece of garbage that's gonna disappear in a second anyway?
I think... Is he? Oh no, he's not. Okay. I thought he might have been going for the brand new bullet building strat there, but he just had a very weird camera the whole way up, I think. Oh, Jambo, I need to teach you how to not crash a bullet bill there. Dancer taught me how to do it, and it's like 100% consistent. For anyone in chat who is interested, I didn't know this, but apparently the way to not crash a bullet bill there is to kind of come in to the, like, to going over that step at a very slight angle, and then just as you hit the step, like angle the bullet bill a little bit inwards, and it works like every time. It's so
like
consistent.
a wiggle you need to do, or
it's like a wiggle,
like
yeah. It's not even a wiggle, it's just a, you know, flick the stick from like 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock.
Ooh, Bugfish got an MCCT.
Yeah, really, really nice backup though. I mean, perfectly lined up that vault and had tons of room, so not a huge deal.
Jambo does remember that he needed the hint art.
Yeah, very good. That could be a very, very bad mistake if he forgot. I don't really know what the backup of that is. Obviously, there's a backup where you go to Seaside first instead of Snow to get enough coins for the Snow Moon.
But then he wouldn't have enough for...
He wouldn't have enough for luncheon.
I
mean...
if there is a backup, other than just not do Spiritless.
I don't know. I don't know if there's any other hint arts or something that you could grab. There is a hint art in luncheon in town that I think you could get. But yeah, it would be a pretty unfortunate mistake.
Yeah.
I mean, you could just do luncheon shots and skip the shot. But quite hard.
Or the easier trick, do the what's the salt clip? Just clip
salt
into
clip,
that
one's pretty free, to be fair.
Yeah, that's what BTT
honestly
does.
If he doesn't go for it even with coins, I'll be disappointed.
Yeah, easy trick.
Easy trick.
That only saves like 2 seconds or something. It's not. From what I understand, it's not a lot of time.
I don't think it's a lot now. It depends, because there's a second clip you can do inside of the sub area, I think.
Is that faster? I know that's what
13
Caps does.
Yeah, no, it is faster, but it's really hard.
Well,
Like, it's not that hard, but it's like if you get salt clip, then like having to do another clip is just a pain. Yeah. And there we go. Unfortunately, not a great day Metro from Bug. I think he's just really lost focus. Because it was after that City Hall death. I mean, he had a very nice night hall entry, and then he died in City Hall, and then messed up again afterwards, and just, you know, mistakes on top of mistakes. It's just so easy to do. Especially after you had a perfect run, you're on pace to be ahead, and then one big mistake like that can just knock you right off path. But that is the first half done. Which for I think most people is kind of the more difficult half of the run. So hopefully Bugfish will be able to pull it together and maybe with a mistake or two on Jambo's end, pull ahead. Very nice crate movement there. And let's see if he manages to get the moon flip here, which will save him about a second.
No ICC from Jambo here, so sad.
No ICC. He has been learning it, but I don't think it's ready for runs, especially not a race. Perfect moon flip though, as you would expect.
Oh, he gets the double throw as well.
Wow, that was very nice. I don't think I've seen that before. Not going for reverse poison, unfortunately, because he is a little baby man. And there we go. Perfect poison room. I mean, this is a very good snow so far.
See if Bugfish gets the moon flip here.
Yeah, let's hope so. Ooh, the cat throw slightly early, but I think it works. Yeah.
There you go. Oh, he also does the double throw.
I've never seen that strat until today, and I've just seen it twice in a row. Is that just like a roll cancel after the ground pound, and then a dive into the...
Yeah, it's because you roll cancel, from what I understand. I could be talking crap here, I don't know. From what I understand, you roll cancel, like, or instant roll cancel while you're doing your ground pound, and because you've thrown Cappy, it comes back and it's a double throw, and you'll like bounce into him.
That's very nice. Yeah, I have to give that a try. Very nice. Goomba vectors there from Bug. Those can be very scary because if you fall off the bridge of the Goombas, you are just done. Now heading up to Snowdram. Jambo did miss this in his race against Buster, so let's hope he sorted it out by now. That looks absolutely perfect. Tons of room.
There you go. I did see him missing it in practice as well.
Yeah.
So it seems like he's figured it out.
He must have, yeah. I mean, again, it's been a very long time since he's played any percent, and more than that. In that time, it's not that he's just been doing nothing. He's obviously been doing lots of two-player, and that is going to mess with his muscle memory because it's not just a case of he's rusty and has forgotten the movement and stuff. It's a case of, you know, a lot. He'll be very used to doing a lot of stuff that he can't do anymore.
Yeah, it's almost worse than not playing at all.
Oh, it's really bad. He's
gonna want to do the things he's used to, and he's gonna have to stop himself.
Yeah, and some of those can be really bad, like spin pounding off of ledges and stuff. I've done it. And I play Cappy in two-player, but I've been doing it in my one-player runs. Miscounting roll boosts and bonking into walls, just stuff like that is pretty common happenstance. And yeah, Snowdram is a very, very different trick in two-player, so I can see why he might be consistent at that.
Oh,
Bug. Almost. He knows the backup. He dived onto the wall there to save a couple seconds, but yeah, that's
he's been in this position before.
Mistake. I mean, we all have. Snowdram isn't an easy trick, and is definitely not a consistent one. That looks fine. Oh!
Oh, another commentator's curse.
I have
Hate
no
to see
idea
it.
why that one didn't work. That was, I think it was the very final dive, which is a bit too fast, something like that. Really unfortunate, missing it twice.
Ooh, yeah, it seemed like dives were just too fast there in general.
I think so, yeah. I mean,
I think
his first
now
bounce
that
control
he's
was
missed
good.
it a couple times, I think
But
he's
yeah.
getting in his own head.
If he's listening, Bug, you really need to delay those dives. Take every single input as slow as you can. There you go.
See, he listened.
He listened. Well
We
done,
did that.
Bug. Yeah, it's so easy to do. Like, speedrunning, I think it's more of a mental game than it is like an actual skill-based one.
Absolutely.
Because just like we just saw, like, you miss it once, sure, that's just you messing up the inputs. It's a hard trick. But then you get in your own head, you start overthinking stuff, and you miss it again and again just because, you know, you're trying to figure out what's wrong, you're stressing about it. It's so easy to get into that headspace. And really, often what it needs is stopping for a minute. First of all, stopping your brain and your fast thoughts, but also sometimes even just stopping, just making Mario sit there for 2 or 3 seconds, just while you regain your composure, figure out what to do, and then move forwards again.
We weren't really too focused on Jambo's Seaside Kingdom, but he had very, very nice fish dip and fish clip.
I mean, yeah, it's been an absolutely flawless Seaside Kingdom. It's been very, very fast. I can tell you what it is. It is a 309. Very good. Very good stuff.
309.
Yeah, that's a really impressive Seaside time. I think grabbing the first moon out of bounds is a little bit slow, and he went for the 2-bunk setup for fish dip. But other than that, that was very, very fast. Bugfish going for that very easy moon grab there. That moon is very deceptively difficult. It looks like it should be pretty easy to grab, but it's one of those kind of weird 2.5D spaces where it's 2D, it's left or right, but it is possible to end up in front of or behind the moon, which can really, really mess things up.
Yeah, just your depth perception in that room is...
Yeah, it's impossible to tell where you are. Very nice. Absolutely no problems with fish dip or the out of bounds moon. That was really nice there from Bug. And yeah, here we go. Jambo is now in Luncheon, which is obviously one of the most, if not the most difficult split in the run. Especially at this level. It is just filled to the brim with so many things that can go wrong. And, you know, especially in one player, which Jambo wasn't very used to. Yeah.
Damn,
especially
right
in
there,
one player,
there's
it
like
is,
go wrong.
it is a nightmare. It is an absolute nightmare of a kingdom. And the first of those nightmarish bits is happening right now. That looks fine. Going for a rainbow spin list, of course. Tons and tons of room.
Yeah, because as soon as you accidentally go into the Spirit fight, then that's the route over. You're doing the normal route. There's no backup for it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's kind of locked into it now, and we're gonna see where some of those coins he needed to grab are gonna come into play. Hopefully only 10, unless he messes this up.
He's got 8 chances before it becomes a problem.
Yes, he does. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that slots moon is quite difficult to pull off, because there are obviously 5 slots that you have to hit with 1 spin throw. I mean, I struggle enough with the Metro one, which is only 4.
Yeah, and the difference between this one and the Metro one is you can get, like, on your first throw, you can get all of them in the Metro, and then this one, you've got to wait till the spin thrower comes around to get that 5th one.
Exactly.
Unless you do the new, like, long jump strat, but Jambo did not.
He took his roll cancel very, very far out there. He did have to dive onto the platform and lose his speed. Yeah, the new strat have you seen the new strat that Tyrone does for the slots there? It is absurd. He does the what?
The long jump with the
With the spin for a roll cancel, yeah.
Yeah, where you just do one.
Oh, it's horrible.
One spin.
One spin, yeah.
Yeah. You get to see the spirit right here.
Yeah, I mean, as we said, Bugfish will be going for, well, probably won't go for Sputeless, and as we can see, I mean, Sputeless, like we said, is a very, very difficult reroute, and there's a chance that with the mistakes that Jambo's been having, Bugfish could actually save time in launching, just with the supposedly slower route, just because, I mean, Sputeless saves 10 or less if you do it absolutely perfectly, and cashing in on that time save is so difficult.
Yeah, pretty much everything about the spiritless route is could have been more difficult than the regular route.
Yeah, there isn't. There is almost like no pieces of untouched movement in spiritless, apart from things like the fork sub area. And here we can see Jambo using those last 100 coins that he has to buy this moon. Very, very nice shard sub area there from Bugfish. And he's going for forkless. This is a very difficult strat.
Oh.
And as we can see, it has cost him the death.
Yeah,
really unfortunate.
The geometry there is so awkward.
It is terrible. And I mean, the hardest part of forkless is rolling up here. He's going for it again instead of just taking a fork. That roll there is probably the hardest part, but obviously you can mess up the end like he did before.
Jambo gets the invis block jump.
Yeah, absolutely no problems there.
Very nice.
Yeah, that's a real shame. That lost quite a bit of time for Bugfish, especially as he messed it up on the second try as well. We'll bonk into the pot there to be enough height to grab the moon. And Jambo will be heading towards the final moon in the kingdom. Very scary one, this.
Yeah, I was about to say, this one could also cause problems.
Has been known to cause many problems for a lot of people.
And even if you don't die, you know, miss the scarecrow at the end, you don't get Cappy, loses time.
Yeah, he did get that triple jump, which is very, very fast. Very difficult to pull
nice.
off, so good stuff there. And there you go, he is leaving luncheon as Bugfish is heading into the fork sub-area. Yeah, I mean, this is a huge lead for Jambo. Like, this has absolutely not been a very great match for him at all. I mean, his BPT, his best possible time, is barely just under 59 minutes. Which, you know, I mean, obviously, Bugfish can't get a run under 59 minutes at his current level. It'll take quite a bit more time before he's able to get to that level.
You would need the PB to be on Jambo's pace.
Yeah, but
who knows? Maybe Jambo will die in the Ruined fight, and it'll be a nice close race tier 4.
maybe he'll die on the third phase of Ruined. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. Because obviously Bugfish isn't having the best of matches, but you know, there isn't much more he could be doing right now. Ooh, that was strange. I've never seen that capture. Yeah, I've never seen that before. It's usually a camera down there and you capture him a bit earlier. But you managed to get a spin throw insta capture on the question box. Jambo absolutely showing off with how quick he's able to get all these hearts in Ruined. That's always been something I've said, is the speed at which, or like the movement that you do between Dragon phases and Ruined is a true show of your SMO skill level, and I think that's very true.
And of course, he also got the Toad hint art, which is entirely unnecessary, but It's just nice to have.
Every single speedrunner of this game gets that hint out there in Ruined. It's just a little in-joke we have. To the point where I've been asked in my chat on many different occasions, like, is that required? Like, why do you need that hint art? Or you know, like people thinking that like you need to grab it to verify that you're on the right version of the game or something, and that being like a believed rumor.
I've never heard that before. That's good.
Yeah. No, I've had people like, you know, someone asking in someone's chat like, why did they get hint art? And someone else replied to, oh, it's because like you need it to verify that you're on the right version. And someone else was like, yeah. Shocked them to find out it's not true. There we go. Bugfish has now collected the last moon and luncheon, and we'll be moving on to Ruined, which is a perfect time to talk about a couple of things, which you guys might be interested in. I mean, first of all, you guys are all here watching the stream, and if you haven't dropped a like on the stream already, we'd really appreciate it if you did that. It really helps YouTube to recommend this stream and get it out to everyone else. We're currently at 11. Let's see if we can get it to 15, because we do have 10 people watching right now, and I don't think all 10 of you would like the stream yet. And more than that, if you haven't subscribed already to CCG, again, please hit that subscribe button. It is one click, and it really helps us to kind of get our name out there and get ourselves known out here on YouTube, which is, you know, not a very common platform for speedrunners, but definitely the better one to be on. So it's something we want to kind of bring more attention to. And more than that, very, very exciting news is this weekend, Cougar Gang are hosting the Super Mario Odyssey Any Percent LTA, or Live Time Attack. Our little brand name for it is the Community Clash, which is an insanely exciting event where we're going to be having many, many runners at this game. I think there's around 40 or 50 runners competing this weekend.
I believe it's up to 60.
60 runners this weekend of all skill levels, ranging across the board, doing runs for 8 hours a day on Saturday and Sunday, trying to get the best time they can. And the runners with the best times, I think it's the 3 or 4 runners with the best times after this weekend, will be moving on to the main event, which is taking place next weekend, where we're going to see those runners and also the current top 3 Any Percent runners facing up against each other to win a cash prize pool. And yeah, it'll be very, very cool. Runs happening all the time, and yeah, the runners with the best times at the end of it will win. So that's definitely something that you don't want to miss. And if you are a Super Mario Odyssey runner, it is absolutely not too late to sign up for the Community Clash this weekend. And just join everyone else in this fantastic event.
Yeah, that's something I'm really looking forward to. I know before it even happened, I think Chaos mentioned that we should have something like that. And then here it is.
Yeah. If you're familiar with kind of 64 speedruns and stuff, it's a break the record style event, which I don't think we've had for Odyssey yet. I think we did quite a few years ago.
There was a
very
darker
old
side one.
There was a darker one, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it will be the best of the best runners next weekend after the qualifiers, just doing runs all day long. And we might see some insane PBs, leaderboard switches, maybe even some world records from the big man himself. Who knows? That's a very good question, Spezzy. I'm not sure either. Maybe Saren can fill us in on that.
I believe Saren said that they're going to be switching between people who are late in the runs and on PB pace, stuff like that. So theoretically, pretty much anybody could be on the restream.
Yeah, I mean, for the final event, it will probably be a grid format for the 7 runners who are doing it, and then they'll kind of expand people's gameplay if they're on very good pace or kind of reaching the end while everyone else is in early game. And for the slight shade thrown there from Saren. For the qualifiers, I think it will just be kind of like, if there's any cool runs happening at a time, then they'll appear on the restream. But yeah, if you've ever seen ESA do any LTA style event, it'll be similar to that, but not as lazy, more actively involved, because Saren is an amazing restream. I am genuinely so upset that I can't make it this weekend. It's really gotten me down lately because I am moving out of my student accommodation this weekend and I will be completely out of action. I won't have a setup. My PC will be in a box and I won't be able to join in, and I'm so sad because I want to be a part of it.
That's when you just get potato cam and play handheld.
We might have to do tabletop potato cam. I don't know. Honestly, I might have to join in. I don't know. I haven't signed up yet. Yeah, Saturday. Well, that's what I originally thought you meant when I first read your message. Oh, very slight bonk there from Bug. Kind of unfortunate. I mean, it would make sense to do no reset straight away, Spezzy, because by the end of the event, it's not about who's got the best PB. It's about who pulled out the best run in the event. So it would be good to do no reset to start, just to have that kind of on the sheet.
And if you're the first one to finish a run, you can take a screenshot and say, "Hey, I'm in first place," and then
literally, yeah,
give no other context.
Yeah. Oh, that bonk from Bugfish is unfortunate.
It's
Dive back is dive back's a notoriously hard trick.
Yeah, Jambo also missed it, but he did not fall down.
Yeah. And there we go. Here we are, going for pipeless, performing that spin throw. Hopefully not bashing his arm off his armrest, but we'll see after the race if he did manage to hold there or not.
The vaults as well.
Oh yeah, I know.
Oh,
he did the in his race against Buster. Jambo. That's unfortunate.
I've never seen somebody mess up that strat. It's a relatively new strat that people are trying to go for.
He's done it in both of his races today. That's unfortunate. It was only discovered recently, and it's very, very easy to do. I mean,
yeah, you walk off the edge. And
you walk off the edge, hold straight up on the stick, and press Y. He just gives up.
Dude, at that time.
Oh, bless him. Bless his little cotton socks. I just looked over at the YouTube stream, and they are both currently still in Day Metro. What is this?
My stream's looking fine.
No, I know. It's just it always lags out for me. All right, super nice leg climb there from Jambo. Apart from the miss spin, that was very, very smooth. Let's see if he gets topper acquired. No, he doesn't. He misses his ground pounding, but that's unfortunate. Bugfish here isn't going for Tsar Bomber, which is very interesting to see at a 59. I feel like that's a strat that most people would add much, much earlier, instead of opting to take the first-person strat there.
No, Tsar Bomber saves around 2, but loses 4 or 5 if you miss it.
Yeah.
I can understand, especially in a race setting as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Very nice TA from Jambo. The new but not so new TA.
Yeah, the kind of new, I guess, TA.
Honestly, I don't even say kind of new. It is the newest TA.
The newest one, yeah.
It's like 2-3 years old or something.
I just got a notification on YouTube from the YouTube short I posted today, which was a clip of me getting Maze clip. And it is some random person saying, that clip is easy. They have almost no subscribers and no verified leaderboard time.
No, that's Tyrone's alt, actually.
yeah. Just like, go away. Spazzy, yeah, but that makes it much, much harder for restreamers because they have to crop everyone's gameplay individually. But if everyone uses the same kind of layout sizes and stuff, then you can just use like a global crop. Bugfish!
Ooh. He didn't get the camera center, so he had to do the blind jump even more blind than usual.
Very, very easy mistake to make there, not getting the camera center. It can be being too far right when you jump. It can be centering the camera too early. It happens a lot to a lot of runners, and it's really hard to back up.
But both runners died pretty... Oh, Bugfish. Died pretty similar spots here.
Yeah, it's pretty similar death. Oh, That is like you really hate to see that. Bugfish taking the bonk up there. Spazzy's just coping very hard right now, Saren. You can let him cope. All right, there we go. Bugfish didn't die on the bird, which is more than Jambo can say. And now he's heading into the mech fight. Almost very clean back to death from Jambo, just very slightly over-vectored it at the end. There you go. Really, really clean climb from Bugfish. Very nice to see. And let's see how Jambo handles Moongate Skip. He's going to be going for this very slightly harder one ball jump strat. Absolutely nails it without a problem.
Not nice.
It's commentators.
No. Man, commentator's curse is a real thing. You cannot convince me otherwise.
No idea what happened there. I mean, I think he didn't get his cat bounce, which is either one of two things. Either after he landed up on top, both of his jumps on top of that were buffered, which meant that he didn't get his mid-air cat bounce back. Either that, which seems very unlikely, or he simply just didn't hold the Y button after he dived to land on Cappy.
Because he landed in backflip. It didn't look like a one-frame jump. Because you don't see one-frame jumps.
You can't get one-frame backflips.
Yeah, because you don't see that when or you only see it when they're trying to run across real quick and instantly jump.
Yeah, exactly. And even then, as long as you've landed, there you go. Yeah. I think it must have been one frame because you saw how long
he's making sure,
there, just to make sure that worked. Spezzy, stop coping. Just set up your layout right, all right, man. It's okay.
Ooh. Interesting fast hat there from Jambo.
Yeah,
he almost
he did
picked it up instantly on accident.
Yeah, he missed the proper way of doing it, but Bowser didn't jump away.
Dodge,
which is important. Yeah. Here we go. Bugfish is heading into Moon. We'll have both runners in the same kingdom in about 20 seconds from now, which will be very nice. I mean, not all is lost for Bugfish. If Jambo invisibles and dies or something in pillars, and then dies again, that didn't.
Okay, that's
really mean.
That's some hard copium right there.
I was actually trying to be nice and
yeah. If Jambo just really screws this up, then I think Bugfish still has a chance.
I'm sorry, Bug. I'm sorry. I love you, Bugfish.
Bugfish, you're doing great. Don't listen to Zach. He obviously hates you.
I'm so sorry. It has happened before, though. We've seen crazier things happen, is what I was trying to say. I'm trying to say, not all hope is lost. Crazy things have happened in Mario Odyssey races, and who's to say that a crazy thing won't happen right now?
The question is, will Jambo attempt 2DSS?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, he is very rusty with that trick. With this lead and with this Moon Kingdom, he may as well go for it, you know?
He had one attempt in his previous race. He did not get it, and then I'm assuming he just gave up. I'm assuming but yeah, I guess because it says 0 out of 1 on the stat sheet, so he obviously did not complete it. So he gave one attempt and then gave up with it, which if you're going to go for it in a race, that's the smart thing to do.
With or without 2DSS, this one can't sub-hour, so I don't think it really matters to him if he misses it a few times. So I think we'll see him go for it a few times. He's very good at it. Not that I'd know.
Yeah, like we said, you've only ever met him because he's British. You met him at like the British get-together party that you guys have every year, like the entire country.
Yeah. We ran into each other at Greg's, if you know what Greg's is. Oh, Jambo. Very nice. It's good stuff, man. Unless he's gotten it off camera, that is the first time he's done 2DSS since October last year.
And I'd imagine he's gotten it off camera at least once.
I don't know. I don't know if he's practiced 2DSS since got home. I mean, like he said, he doesn't have his proper setup back home yet.
I guess that is true. Yeah, if you don't have it set up.
I think that might have been the first time he's gotten it since last October, which would be crazy. But there we go. He's heading into the final room now. Cat Jams. Actually, no Cat Jams because he's.
We don't hear it yet
because he didn't set up his audio right. So.
We only get 1 Cat Jam today instead of the regular 2. No Inviswall.
No Inviswall. He would have to make a royal mistake right now.
Unless he turns around and jumps off.
Unless he does an Alpha Rad.
I was trying to remember who did that. Yeah.
It was Alpha Rad, yeah.
There it is.
Very nice. 1:00:15 there for Jambo. Honestly, that's 2 minutes better than his race against Buster. So I think he
you got a 1:02.
Pretty happy with that. Yeah. Oh yeah.
It says on the stat sheet you got a 59.50.
Okay. I am insanely wrong. Well, the stat sheet is insanely wrong. He did not get a 102. I think. Okay, he just DM'd me. No, he got a 59. Yeah, no, this is worse than his other race, unfortunately. I don't know where I got that from, honestly. I think I must be going crazy. I'm thinking of someone else.
Maybe. According to the stat sheet, there's been 7 102s in the tournament so far.
Okay.
I don't know by who, but they've existed.
Obviously not to Jambo SR. Yeah, everyone cheer on Bugfish. Give him all your support as he's heading into the last minute or so of this run. I mean, you know, Bugfish said he's very tired today, not very warmed up, and he would have really struggled. I mean, he would have had to play within 17 seconds or 16 seconds of his PB to beat Jambo in this race, which would be insanely difficult to do, obviously. Yo, our little pictures are back.
Oh, there we go.
They've been gone for the whole race.
The friendly Bob Ross face there in the corner.
I don't know. I mean, he was friendly for a bit, but he's been staring at me for about an hour, and I'm kind of scared now. He hasn't blinked once.
Yeah, he does that.
He's a silly fellow. He's a very silly fellow. Cat Jams and Pepe Knees in chat, everyone.
There we go. You can
give all of your dancing emotes to Bugfish as he enters the final room of the game, and you get to hear this banging piece of music. Deserves all your support. I'm going to join you on that one, Bob. And there we go. Decent pills there from Bug. A very small mistake.
Is that a 102 still? 59?
That is a 102, yeah. Unless the stream time is wrong.
Oh yeah, I guess I'm just pissing.
Yeah, 102.58 according to the stream timer. Very nice, Bug. Well done. Obviously, definitely neither runner run their best one today. I mean, both runners played about the same, I think. They played about 2 minutes off PV. So I don't think... you know... Like we said, Bug would have had to play very, very well to beat Jambo. But yeah, GG both of you. They're both in the booth right now for some quick interviews afterwards. GG Jambo for winning the race. We'll come back to you in a minute, but we will go to Bugfish first. How are you feeling about that run, Bug?
Honestly, pretty terrible.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, you definitely weren't on your best performance. Like you said, you were very, very tired today. And I don't think you're expecting things to go too well.
I was fine with capping Cascade. I was just annoyed that platform clip killed the sand was really good, honestly.
I know you're ahead of
you're
Jambo
a good
by
bit
about
ahead.
10 seconds or 15 seconds up to platform clip.
You still would have been ahead if you got it first try. Or second
Even
try.
Second try, yeah.
Yeah,
and then I think it was a really Snowdram that just solidified that one. I mean, do you know what happened there?
No, I don't. That's why I failed it 3 times in a row.
Yeah, exactly. Just one of those meltdowns. I mean, it happens. Like we said, I don't know if you listened to comms. Like, if you mess up something like that once, it's just, you know, it's so easy to do it again and again and again because you really get in your own head. So
I don't think it mattered, but on the third failed attempt, I got like the biggest down wop I've ever seen. I don't think it mattered. I don't think I would have made it if I
it was
didn't get
really
down
weird.
warped.
It looked like you were closer than you were, and you definitely down warped a good bit.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, as we said, it would have been difficult to beat Jambo, and I think you should still be proud of yourself finishing that run and finishing with a 102, which objectively is a very, very good time. So yeah, get that practice in for the rest of your matches. Jambo.
Hello. Yes. Yeah, that was an interesting one. I think it was right. So I think I was playing very, very shakily, especially for the first half. I don't know. I feel like any race, no matter who I come up against, I'm always going to be nervous, and you know, obviously trying to play well with that. And I ended up just kind of second guessing my movement.
Yeah.
And I think I was going into the mech split. And I was like, well, I haven't been playing great this run. Have I made any major mistakes? And what was it? Less than a minute later,
the bird again. The second time with that bird.
Yeah. Well, you know full well, Zach. Like when we were doing 2-player, I didn't mess it up a single time.
No, it was someone. We weren't doing that, and then someone in chat said, "By the way, that bird strike is faster." And you're like, "Oh, let me try it." You tried it once and got it, and never looked back.
Literally,
you never practice it. You got it every run.
I'll have to look back and see what happened there because, like, I obviously didn't poke into the wall. I don't know why I didn't poke into the wall. Whether I was like too far away or whether I just held the wrong angle or something. But it was very weird. And then Moon.
Did you buffer that backflip?
You can't buffer a backflip, surely.
That's what we said. We said there is no way he buffered that backflip to miss the midair.
I think.
But then afterwards, on the second one, you waited like a second there, so.
Yeah, I think I just landed on like a really dodgy bit of ground and then kind of didn't really wait very long. But I don't know, that bit of movement is so weird. I feel like I'm never going to understand that.
Like it should have worked. There was no reason that it shouldn't have worked, except that it sucks. That's about all you can say about that.
Yeah. And I was listening to comms when I was in Escape. I think you're right, Zach. I don't think I've got 2DSS since like October.
No, it was our first ever 2-player run. You got 2DSS. Yeah, that was the last time.
So at least I did that. You know, I'm proud of something this run. But
exactly.
GG's to Bugfish. GG's. He did put up a fight, especially for the first half.
Oh, so, definitely. I mean, the first half was really, really close, which is crazy to see.
I had, I think, 2 good splits this run, which were a Seaside and... Wait, no, I was gonna say Lost, but Lost wasn't even good.
Yeah. But yeah, both keep up the practice, and I think you both have a very good chance at making a far in this tournament. Congratulations again, and thank you so much for commentating with Pod, as always.
Zach, I'm gonna be honest, no I don't. I've lost 3 matches.
Oh no, is it already too late?
I wasn't gonna say anything, but I was also thinking that as well. But I was gonna check the standings.
In my head, it's still like very early in the tournament, but I guess it has been.
I'm pretty sure. This was my 4th one, yeah.
Alright. I'm sorry to hear that, Bug.
I don't really
I mean, keep the spirits high like you are. You're doing great. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching. We do have a 64 match coming up right now. We're actually a little bit behind because we talked a bit too long. So yeah, stick around for that, guys, and we will see you in the next one. Thank you again, everybody.